determine what it is that we have the ability to earn in their platform, here we at least have some say. And that say is what we're willing to get up on a daily basis and put into it. Some of us will put in a little, some of us will put in a lot. But at the end of the day, we had that choice. And it wasn't one that somebody else dictated or made for us. Like Ken said, this call tonight is going to be a little bit different. And I hope, I do, as always, see familiar faces, but I'm looking at, and I'm trying to find those individuals that are here for the very first time. I want you to see, feel, and experience the excitement that we have right now. Number one, I want you to know that, yes, you're going to hear people talking about, what the token or the asset that fuels this ecosystem has done over the last less than 30 days. But what's more important is I want you to know that we're all still extremely early. This thing hasn't even scratched the surface of its potential. No one knows about it. There's a little less than 100 people on this call right now. Be here 6 months from now. Be here 6 months from now and see what's here. This thing is going to go viral. It's inevitable by the sheer nature, not from hype. And I hope I don't sound like I'm hypey, because I'm not. I'm passionate about what's going on because I'm seeing it. I'm living it in real time. And a lot of you that are here tonight, I'm sure would concur with that sentiment. So tonight, what we want to do, for those of you that are new, what we want to do is briefly share with you GetFitMining, soon to be MoveQuest, and what has gotten all of us so excited. And I'm going to tell you what the format is up front. I'm going to show you what the application looks like, so you can see the simplicity associated with what each and every one of us has the ability to do on a daily basis to earn from our physical activity, because this is a move to earn ecosystem and platform. Whereas individuals like you and I are able to use the physical movement, the physical activity that we already perform on a daily basis, marry that with blockchain technology, and start earning digital rewards for those efforts. Should we decide that we would like to earn more from that effort, we can put forth more effort and or acquire digital assets called miners that you can only get from this platform and this ecosystem that will give you power, mining power on the blockchain, that will enable you to be able to earn more on a daily basis. This is not something that's difficult to do. It is not something that's difficult to gain access to in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You may be new to crypto. You've heard about crypto. You may not know what a wallet is, how to send crypto from point A to point B. You may not even know how to purchase crypto. But know this. This is a family, and this family is getting bigger and bigger. There's a lot of people. When you care about family and you care about community, just know and trust and understand that there's plenty of people that are here to help and assist you as you walk this journey hand in hand with us. The developers and creators of this project provide assistance on a daily basis, as well as leaders that are on this call right now that are willing to spend their time and energy to help you be a part of this family. What does that look like on a daily basis? Well, everybody on this call right now has a smartphone. or has access to one. That's the equipment that you need. Beyond that, there are other peripheral devices like smartwatches, fitness bands, whether you have an Apple phone, an Android phone, doesn't matter. Whether you have a matching Samsung watch or a matching Apple watch, doesn't matter. There's plenty of compatible devices. Again, going back to the fact that this is affordable for everyone that wants to participate. Then you're using that device that you already have, and you're downloading. Yes, there's a setup process, we'll cover that momentarily, of what that actually looks like. But basically, on a daily basis, this is what we're doing. We're waking up, we're moving, we're going about our normal day. And then some are choosing to take a few more steps. Some are choosing to take a lot more steps. Why? Because one, they want to improve their health, and they're being incentivized to do so through this application and this ecosystem. And some, quite frankly, just want to make more digital assets that can be turned into spendable cash. Everyone can choose from one extreme to the other, or anywhere in between as far as that's concerned. And on our mobile phones, whether it's Android or iOS, doesn't matter. They all have fitness applications that monitor our physical activity. In this platform, we have the ability to earn from steps, distance, calories, workouts that we perform, and sleep. The apps pull that data in and allow that data to be compiled and tabulated within the GetFitMining app. The GetFitMining app allows us to be able to record that information and then submit the activity that we do on a daily basis to the blockchain. When that data is submitted to the blockchain, it is etched in stone. And we then are able to, the way it's actually working, just for clarification here, we're going and with our physical activity and those digital miners that I spoke of, put together, the mining power plus our physical activity allows us to generate what we call shares. And everybody in the ecosystem is generating shares. At the end of the day, those shares are then tabulated. And on the screen in front of you, I'll just say, fix your eyes on number 19950, just for a visual of what I'm saying. You can see on this particular account, under the second column that says my shares, based on the physical activity that was performed and the mining power that was acquired, 6.749 million shares was produced on that day. Then in the third column, underneath global shares, you can see that within the entire community, 1.19 billion shares was submitted collectively as an entire community. Every day, there's a finite number of tokens that are distributed, each that has a value. The number of those tokens that me or you are able to receive is based on the percentage, the 6.749, what that percentage represents of the 1.1 billion that was turned in for that day. In this example, 0.5667% is what the shares represented, which means of the tokens that's distributed, 0.5667% of those tokens was received. And in this particular scenario, during that particular period, only 2,500 tokens were being distributed on that day. That means that 14.17 MoveQuest tokens, which is the digital asset in this platform, was provided for the work that was performed, the physical activity that was performed. That's it. You're doing what you do. You're doing what you do on a daily basis. And you're coming in to this application every day, and you're going down to the bottom of to this screen, and in red where you see submitted, I apologize, I claimed mine early today. But if you look and see in red where it says submitted, this is where you come in once a day, every 24 to 48 hours, and you click a green button that says submit. That's the extent of what it looks like to retrieve your funds on a daily basis, or your digital rewards on a daily basis. Because everyone around the world has the ability, has a complete 24 hours to submit that data, depending on when you submit yours. So let's just call it 48 hours from the time those shares are available to be submitted. They will go into a holding tank for 24 to 48 hours, allowing everyone the ability to submit theirs. Everybody has time. We don't want to cheat the family. So everybody has time to submit their information. Once that period is over, all tallies are made, and you're able to come down here and click the claim button and have those tokens go into your decentralized wallet, hopefully to hold on to for a while, but they're yours, and you have the ability to turn that into spendable cash when needed. That's what this platform is. That's how this platform operates. Now, if a person wanted to get started with this, what would that actually look like? Again, I'm going into a decentralized wallet called MetaMask. MetaMask allows an individual to take cryptocurrency that they have actually acquired and placed in this wallet. In this scenario, the project that we're working on right now is on the Avalanche blockchain. So when a person gets started, they would need to have a decentralized wallet like this, which is MetaMask, or Trust Wallet, or Token Pocket, that would allow them to connect to a Web3 or a decentralized application browser and connect their wallet, so that the website or the wallet can talk and interact directly with the website, and then they would connect their wallet to it. They would save the person's activation code that shared this with them. They would have crypto in their wallet ready to go, MQT particularly, or specifically in this case, and they would come and purchase their digital miner. Everyone starts at the exact same spot with a Lenny miner. A Lenny miner costs $50 worth of MQT. So for as little as $50, a person can get a miner and start mining with some additional gas fees, so another $10 to $15 all in. However, each of us has the ability to acquire as many of these miners as we would like. However, we can only have 7 of them working for us at any one given point in time in each account. So since we can only have 7, and some of us would like to have more mining power, we have the ability to evolve or increase the mining capacity of our miners. There's actually 5 different miners. Lenny miners, 50% mining capacity. Primary miners, 100% mining capacity. Ultra miners, 125%. Alpha miners, 175%. And Omega miners, which we're able to take these other miners and merge them into to receive a 300% mining capacity miner to work on our behalf, that we can then, once we evolve them, which is what you would do in section 3 if you want to increase the power of your miners, then you would come down and dock them. The docks represent those 7 available locations or spots that you can put a miner to work inside of your account. In order to put more than one, because everybody gets at least one free docking slot, you would need to do more. You would need to unlock the additional docking slots. This allows those miners to start earning for you once placed in these docks. It also helps the economy, the ecosystem. Everything in this platform helps the economy, the ecosystem, increase the value or stabilize the value of the base token or the ecosystem token, which is MQT, the MoveQuest token. Once you have your docking slots unlocked, then you're able to actually put your miners in those docking slots and then download the app that I just showed you. That's what the process looks like for an individual that would like to get started. It may seem, if you're new to crypto, don't worry. Like I said, we have individuals here to help you through that process. But everybody on this call, whether they're smiling or they have a picture showing that smiling, has gone through that process. And I promise you, they're extremely happy today that they did. That's where we're at. Ken, I want you to bring up some individuals that have actually gone through this process, been working within this ecosystem, and have them kind of give their feedback, their testimony of how this has worked for them, what they like about it, where they see it going. Because it's not just me. It's a community of people that's experiencing this. And I want you to hear from them. Ken, can you bring them up and share that with me? If not, I'm going to go ahead and pick out 1 or 2 that I know. I'm not sure who all you had set aside that wanted to share their information, but go right ahead.
I definitely have one for the record books. Mr. Ron Bird, where are you? Here I come. I know he's probably on the bike right now. He has an incredible testimony. All right. There we go. I think you're unmuted, sir.
I'm here. I'm here.
How you feeling?
I'm here. Oh my God. You see what I'm doing, guys?
We see you.
See what I'm doing?
You're setting the bar. So, you're on the Zoom and you're working out. I love it. What's going on?
Hey, brother. Let me share something with you guys. I know it's 100 and some people on this call right now. When I tell you guys, you're in the right place at the right time. This call will be 500, 600,000. When I say timing is everything, timing is everything. You guys are here at the right time. So let me share something with you right quick, and don't make it fast. I'm excited. Never seen anything like this in my life, guys. I've been in the industry for 30 years. I've been in crypto since 2016. I've met some great people, right? The person that did the call, Herschel Pro, is, man, he is cold with the crypto game. Not only that, he helps everybody get signed up. You got to realize there's so many people that don't know anything about crypto. Herschel has the patience of like nobody had never seen, right? He sit there and walk you through it. Okay, that's one. Now, I just want to make sure I just represent you guys right. Then we got Ken that started the call. Me and Ken been knowing each other for a good while. We've been in several businesses together. Same with Herschel. Ken will do anything he can. Real sharp individual. We have Quentin. I don't know if Quentin's on the call now, but Quentin is the one that brought me into the leadership group. Then we have Brandon Ivory. If y'all don't know who Brandon Ivory is, Brandon Ivory is a bad man. He teaches crypto classes. I mean, he has made millions of dollars in this industry. When I talked to these guys and they was excited, I've never seen them so excited before. So I was lucky to be on the call with the creator of this project, Miss Lynette, who's going to be on the call a little bit later. And when I was kind of tired of all the crypto platforms dumping and pumping and rug pulling, I said I wasn't going to mess with no more crypto. When I got on the call with Miss Lynette and the gang, it blew my mind. I actually had goosebumps. I told my wife, I said, honey, I know I said I wasn't going to do no more crypto, but this right here is different. Ken, you know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah.
You know, to find out that this thing is guys, just how early we are. I have never seen a crypto coin do what this coin has done. When I tell you it went live at $1 3 weeks ago, it just, man, it hit $4 and it bounced back down a little bit. Here in the last week, this thing been going crazy. Never seen anything like it. Guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. We're going to have a $100 coin before we even can blink an eye. We'll have a $4,000 coin easily before this year's over with. I'm just telling you what I know. So now let me go to my testimony, Ken.
No, that's a good setup.
You waiting on the juice. You waiting on the juice. You waiting on the juice. So guys, here's something that I love about this. Number one, think about 90% of the world is obese. You know, people don't want to work out. You know, a lot of people don't want to work out. I get it. You know, I got all this equipment up here. I wasn't working out, to be honest with you.
Wow.
When I found out that I can get paid for walking, for working out, for stepping, even sleeping. We always hear, don't we, Ken Herschel, that man, literally we can get paid while we sleep. Over here, literally, you get paid while you sleep.
No, it's
so
real, yeah.
so this is amazing, guys. I was at 190, right? When I started this.
Wait, I want to get this clear. You said you were at 190. That means
I was at 190, 190 pounds.
There you go.
190 pounds, right?
Okay.
Man, when I started doing all this walking, guys, I'm 61 years old. I do 25,000 steps a day, which equals to about 11 miles or 12 miles. I usually get up in the morning time and I do probably 5 miles before I even leave the house, and not even breathing hard, you know? So let me tell you what that did for me. Man, my cholesterol was high. I was overweight for my size. Man, I dropped 16 and a half pounds. Now, you hear that, Ken? You hear that? 16 and a half pounds in the last 3 weeks. Not only that, I'm off of my medication.
Oh my gosh.
And I when I tell you that,
wow.
Here's what I'm excited about, Ken. What about all these people that is overweight, man? And now that knowing that you can get paid to work out, that's the only reason why I'm doing this, man. There's the only reason why I even go to the mall sometime and walk, because I'm getting paid to do it. Do you realize in this coin that is, oh my God, this coin started around $14 a day. It's just been going crazy every day. I had a friend named Ed Ward, which is on the line right now. He called me today and said, Ron, man, that's MQT coin is $15, bro. Then he called me back again and said, Ron, it's $16, bro. How can I get involved? I said, get on the call tonight. I gave him the Zoom link. I have probably about 9 people on the call tonight.
Wow.
And I want to thank all my guests for taking the time out to get on this call, because you believed in me, okay? But guys, listen, Ken, listen, guys. So you realize when that coin was $3 a coin, and I'm out there maxing it out. You know, I was maxing it out, and just say if I was making $100 while I was maxing it out, you realize now the coin is at $20. That $100 day is now $500 or $600 day, and real soon it's gonna be $1,000. We're gonna be able to walk, Ken Herschel, Brandon Ivory. We're gonna be able to walk, guys, and make $1,000 a day. So you add that up. That's 7,000. You don't get no. It don't stop on Saturday or Sunday. You know, this thing is live. It lives on the blockchain, right? You heard the new scary movies before. It lives. This thing lives, y'all.
This lives
It
24/7.
lives.
I
It
love it.
lives 24/7,
Wow.
guys.
Wow.
So, hey, even any we talked about this the other day, Ken. Like anybody, I mean, if you got a job that you work at, I mean, you're a trash deliverer. I mean, you kids that play football. Everybody that got a smartphone, it don't matter if it's a Samsung or iPhone, guys. I have never seen anything like this in my life. Never. And think about how many people are going to get healthy. Do you realize that I'm going to say this and I'll get out because I know you got other guests, but I'm
No. This is
excited.
good. This is
I'm
good.
excited about what I got my hands on and the people that's on this call right now. I truly believe me being in this industry for so long, most everybody missed out on Bitcoin. But Miss Lynette, when I had chill bumps, the way she set this project up, she been working on this project for 3 years, Ken. We ain't talking about no overnight sensation. We talk
That's
about
right.
3 years, you know?
Right.
And so I truly believe what I heard. Actually, we thought we was gonna have a $10 coin by Friday, this coming up Friday, didn't we?
Yeah, we
Herschel
said
said,
that.
here, Herschel said, Friday, we're gonna have a $10 coin, guys. We was at probably $5 a coin. Today is Monday, August the 19th. We are the number one coin. We are the number one trending coin. My friend Ed Ward called me and said, Ron, the coin is at $20. You hear me? Well, ain't no telling what it's gonna be at Friday. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you like this. She set this thing up basically like the whitelist of Bitcoin. We're gonna have a 4 year halving, just like Bitcoin. Only thing about it, we're set up better in Bitcoin because we got gas going into the ecosystem to keep this coin stable, guys. That's why you're seeing this coin continue to rise straight to the moon. Okay, so
Huge.
hey man,
Hey,
listen,
I
y'all
love the
guys,
energy.
the
I love
dream
it.
team right here, the dream team.
I
We
love
we
it.
we got the best team that you could ever have when it comes to crypto. And y'all will hear from the creator later on tonight, Lynette. I don't know anybody can touch her with crypto. So
Wow.
thank you, Ken. Thank you, Brandon Ivory, and thank you, Herschel and Quentin, for even bringing me in at an early
Wow.
stage on this product. But remember, everybody, we are early. This really won't be released to the masses until I think between September 15th and the end of September. So we are early. We'll probably have $100 coin. Ain't no telling. This thing
Speak it.
is
Speak it.
rising.
I love it.
Thank you. Love you
Oh yeah.
guys. And back to you, Ken.
Mr. Bird.
I'm going to get back on my workout.
I know that's right. You're walking around, you're moving. You probably got a couple hundred steps in just from doing that testimonial. I saw you moving. We appreciate you though, man. We love the testimonials. We love the energy. We love the passion. We love the insight. And this is everyday people, man. You know, Ron said, he said, I didn't even want to work out. What spurred him to do that? But now that he's actually being, in a way kind of pulled to do it, in return, he's getting healthy. The man said he's off his medications. He is no longer taking medications. How much money does that save him? How much of his health does that? I mean, just think about what that's adding to his life. He lost 16 pounds. I mean, it's unbelievable. We need some more testimonials. Oh, he's saying something. 20. Go ahead, Herschel. Who do you have? Who else you have lined up? I see Michael on here. Who do you have lined up, Herschel? We need another. We need a young lady in here. I want to hear from Marnita. Ah, yes. See, I heard earlier. I was on the call earlier, and Mr. Ivy said she has a story to tell. She's a man. This lady here probably has my. I hope she's on. I hope she's on. I'm not gonna get her on tonight. I wanted Miss Marnita Casa. I saw her name pop in here. She may be on the phone or whatnot, but I want to get her testimony. We need somebody else in here. Just raise your hand if you got a testimony, if you've lost weight or whatever. You're just excited. Just bring some energy. Let us hear your testimony in about 2 minutes or so, and we're gonna look to get the creator on here. Oh, Judy, of course. I know Judy's gonna be on here. Of course. Judy,
Hey guys.
give us your testimony and give us a good 2 minutes here of what's been taking place since you've been in the last 3 weeks adopting this coin and accumulating this coin, and probably moving a lot more than you ever have, right? I think most of us are. What's on your mind? Tell us, talk to us.
Well, you know what, guys? I'm going to be flat out honest with you. I am one of those very vain women. All my life, I've been 5'6", 110 pounds, never had to exercise. I was just blessed by the gene gods. Well, during a 3-year-long Canadian lockdown, it was draconian. I basically laid flat on my back the entire time, binging on Netflix and ordering Uber Eats. I ballooned up. It was ungodly. I looked like I was like 4 to 6 months pregnant. Since I started using the MoveQuest application, I have been losing weight. I have been dropping all the weight. I'm incentivized to move more. I no longer have to take 20 selfies and delete them all because I look like I'm pregnant because I couldn't hold my stomach in long enough. I mean, it's it's amazing. I I went from, so far I've gone from 138 pounds, I'm down to 120 pounds. I am absolutely loving it. I am getting up, I am doing my 10 miles a day, and I'm making money, and I am excited. I cannot wait until this coin goes to the moon. I love it.
Awesome.
Perfect,
Perfect. Perfect.
perfect. I want
I
to
think
highlight something she said there.
absolutely.
She said that since she's been participating in Get Fit, that's very important for
Hmm.
those of you that are new. This is not a new project. This project's been in development, and people have been utilizing the platform for over 3 years. Many of the people that are on this call that have been here longer than, since we started operating on the Avalanche chain, that's over the last 5 or 6 months, if I'm not mistaken, for Miss Judy. That says two things. One, the testimony she's given is showing you that it wasn't one of those, oh, I'm going to do this for 30 to 45 days and quit. I'm not continuously, which is what most of us do when it comes to, I just have to say, diets and exercise. When you're being incentivized on a daily basis financially, that kind of does something to you. It makes you want to move a little bit more. But once you get going, it becomes habit forming. So her ability to stay and stick with this, even again, platform's not going anywhere, but she's developed life habits now that would be hard for her to break, even if this platform wasn't here. But the beautiful thing about the platform, it is that it has been deployed on the blockchain, which means it's not going anywhere. So she gets to have the best of both worlds moving forward. I just want to highlight that. This is not something new. We're just applying it. It's just being applied to a new blockchain.
That's right.
So don't look at this as a startup.
Absolutely.
It started up a long time ago. It's been perfected over that time. That's why you're seeing these charts do what they're doing.
Right.
And Ken, unless you have another
I do. I have one
person,
more.
you do? Go right ahead.
Yes. I have Rita. Let me find her here. Yeah, I was told she has quite a story, and I know I've heard her energy before. Where are you, Rita?
There you
Oh,
go.
man,
I got it.
you got her. Good. Gotcha. There you go. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. This is so exciting. I'm happy to share my testimonial. Now, unlike most of the people here who, money, I get it, we need it, but my motivation is different. My motivation is my health. I lost my mom to breast cancer. My sister also has had breast cancer twice. So for me, health is everything. And I'm thankful I'm turning 50 this year, and I am healthy, vibrant, full of life. I attribute that to the pandemic. On the flip side, I started really working hard during 2020, walking 5 miles or more a day. So when my beautiful friend Patty invited me to this party, this community with Brandon Ivy, Herschel, and the Ivy League crypto group, I started dibbling and dabbling more in crypto. I had invested before, but kind of like a dumb investor, just got lucky a few times and made some money. So when I actually started getting educated and learning this, I said the other night, this is my first crypto project. I'm not new to making money, but I'm new to crypto. But thankfully, I have been aligned with a fabulous group of people with good intentions, good energy. And this has just been life-changing. Brandon, you always talk about your entrepreneurial journey. And I was just, I've been an entrepreneur the last few years, and it's been tough because I've been alone being a solopreneur. And it was almost getting to the point like, gosh, I might have to go get a job. Please, God, no. So when this lined up, I'm like, this is the answer to my prayers. I'm already exercising every day for my own benefit. Now I have my family on board. My daughter's little Fitbit watch broke, but look, I got 3 on right now. They're at a baseball game, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put your watch on, and I'm gonna go on my walk after my call. But now the other day we made about $300. That was last Thursday. That was as of the value at $6.24. That same $300 is now worth over $1,000. Same amount, the same 50 tokens we mined, combined. That same amount that's still sitting there, I haven't touched it, is now worth $1,000. I was cutting cartwheels at $300. $1,000. I mean, we may not get $1,000 every day, but every day, just by doing our activities, we're generating tokens, which are equivalent to cash when I get ready to do that, cash that out. So it's just powerful to me to, like I said, this is my first crypto project, grand slam home run, hopefully my last crypto project. I'll never have to be involved unless I want to. But I just really feel like this is something the world needs. As you guys mentioned, obesity is a problem. Many people are confined to their homes. Hopefully this gives people, behind electronics, they don't get out much. Hopefully this gives people the incentive to go out in nature, breathe some fresh air, spend more time with your family. I don't know which one of my friends and family have jumped on this call. I know that, if you listen to the media, there is a lot of scams out there. There definitely is, but this isn't that. This is by far everything that I've learned about crypto and the way that this project has been set up, from the liquidity provisions, aka safeguards, for those of you that don't know what that is, safeguards to keep this project from failing, the utility of the token that's actually being used by the community, and most importantly, the community is committed. These guys are putting on calls every day. Brandon does a call every day. Herschel and Ken do a call twice a day. That makes it easy for the rest of us to spread the word, share it with our friends and family, let them listen to the experts. And perhaps, I told Herschel, maybe I'll get brave and start doing my own Zoom calls. We'll see. But yes, I'm just excited to be a part of this. It is incentivizing me to do even more, because like I said on the other call, health is wealth, and without health you have nothing. And I know we've all lost people, whether it's from illnesses, sicknesses, and this is just a movement to get people motivated. And for many, most of us use our health chasing money, not exactly chasing money, just trying to survive. Let's just keep it real. This inflation, this monetary system is not set up for us to succeed. So when I found this project and that is decentralized, to me, this is true freedom. I worked for JP Morgan Chase for 14 years. I gave my life to that company. And then I got laid off. I got, discarded when they decided to move their operations. And I'm grateful that I never had to go back to the corporate world after that. So I'm excited to be here. Anything I could do to contribute to the community, help set up anyone that has questions. If there's any calls I could do one-on-one to walk you through, I'm happy to do my part. So thank you all, and this is great.
Boom.
Absolutely.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Yeah, phenomenal. Yeah, this is it's going to get better, guys and gals. It's just going to get better and better, bigger and bigger. We are just getting started. We are so early in the game right now. And I think that's a great segue. Herschel, you kind of set it up with some of the things you were mentioning about how this thing was set up, 3 years prior, and it's tried and true. This isn't a startup. And then Rita had some good points as well about what she's learned in crypto and why this is different and why this really fits what she's learned from an educational standpoint of why this is sustainable, why this is something that you could depend on and really, plant your flag here and feel safe and secure about what we're embarking on this incredible journey with this amazing project. So go ahead and introduce the special speaker, the creator, the one that put all this together. That just is, in my opinion, I've been in crypto since 2015, and I'm well educated. I've done a lot of research. I have a lot of experience in the blockchain. I've went into the courses and all these different things, so I understand it. I get it. I've been educated in the space, but I've never met someone that literally has done or checked the boxes off to ensure that they were doing it 100% the way it was supposed to be done. That's this individual we're going to introduce here. Hersh, take it over. Thank
you. In a lot of ways, I have to ask myself, because, when you look at the Bitcoin white paper, it's quote unquote signed by or written by Satoshi Nakamoto.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really wondering whether she's about to speak here in a second, because the level of, I don't even want to call it preparedness. I'm losing the adjectives to describe the conversations that we've had and the forethought. Now, granted, I know she's probably played with things along the way and tweaked and turned and bumped ahead and all of that.
Oh, absolutely.
But the desire to stick with it and develop the product or bring the product that we have in front of us to the marketplace, I have nothing but positive things and good vibes about. I have no idea what she wants to talk about or cover this evening, but I do know that I want to give her kudos for putting in the time, energy, effort, expense, and everything that it took to get this to where it is today. I can only imagine the hurdles that she had to overcome, the people that she had to deal with to make it happen, to get to where we are. And I can only see better things coming in the future. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you, for those of you that are here for the first time, Miss Lynette Artin, who is the creator and brainchild behind GetFitMining, soon to be MoveQuest. Miss Artin, are you with us?
I am here. How is everybody tonight?
Wonderful.
Fantastic. Great to see you.
Yeah, it's exciting. So, yeah, lots of bumps and bruises. Many times I wanted to throw my computer out the window, wanted to fly to where our development team is on more than one occasion. I'm sure they want to fly here too. Yeah, lots of, whenever you do something good, I just had to resign to this fact. Whenever you're out to do something good that changes people's lives, everything that can get in your way is going to do that. So, but I'm not a quitter. And here we are today. So just to give you I know a lot of the questions that are coming up because I've gotten text messages. Are you worried about how high the token is going? Are you worried that, this is a bad thing? And I'm like, no, actually, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And like I was sharing with you guys in one of our chats there, I sent you a screenshot of the spreadsheets that I put together whenever I build something, or I'm putting something together, that has to do with math or whatnot. And we were off by $0.1, 0.11. And that's just like gas fees and things like that, So, I mean, we are like target on. So here's what I want to tell people. I've been involved in the crypto space since Bitcoin actually made its introduction. My first Bitcoin I bought was 0.008 cents or 0.09 or 009 or something like that. It was like stupid low. I didn't even know what it was. I just had somebody call me up and say, this is what you need to do. Go do it. And I did. Why? Because I didn't listen when they asked me to go buy Google stock and Facebook stock and Yahoo stock, and they did very well with it. So I actually listened to them that time. But then as I got more involved in the crypto space, I retired when I was 45 from my companies that I owned, and I got bored. And so I really started digging into networking to start with. And that was a nightmare because everybody knows that if you do good networking, you become the biggest scammer in the world because these companies close down or the projects go away or whatever. So I got sick of that and I quit doing that. And I really dug my heels into crypto and it became an obsession of mine. And one of the biggest things that always stumped me is that crypto is the most powerful space for an individual person. It gives you your financial freedom. It gives you control over your money. The banks don't have control over your money. You keep your crypto in a decentralized wallet. Your money is your business until you decide to cash it out to a bank. And then you got to pay your taxes and all that stuff. But nobody's going to come in and garnish your crypto wallet. Nobody is going to, get to your money before you decide where it's going to go. And so when I started seeing these different projects that are coming and going, like within 3 to 6 months, and they're just ripping people off millions upon millions, hundreds of millions of dollars if you were to add it up throughout the crypto space. And it's because these crypto creators, either one, they really don't understand crypto, or two, they just know it's easy to create something that's, it's going to put money in their pocket only. You've got to think about Bitcoin. It's a self-funding ecosystem. It's a peer-to-peer project. I mean, crypto is a project. It's a blockchain project. And you have to have the community-driven, self-funding ecosystem, meaning you have to have a use for the token. How many of you have got involved in crypto? What do you have to do? Pre-sale. Everybody's got to buy up the pre-sale tokens. Okay, that's the most ridiculous thing. Okay, they don't even have their project developed yet. So you're buying a token before it even has any value, and they just diluted the market. Okay, we have no pre-sale. We do a liquidity raise just before we list it so that there's token in circulation. And those who buy the liquidity raise, you're basically the market makers. Okay, you're supposed to sell it when the demand is there, not before. The one thing that's important to understand about this project, when you mint those miners, they're all minted in real time. Everything is on chain. Our servers cost less than $25 a month. We're not the custodian of your money. We don't manage your money. We don't operate any of this for you. I could close my computer today and never open it again, and this project is still here. It's all on chain. When you're looking at crypto, you got to think of several things, but mostly supply and demand. So when you get involved in a crypto project that has a pre-sale, they've already squashed that, okay? Because there's already more supply than there is a demand because they haven't built the project yet. They're using those monies to create that project, okay? We funded this project ourselves. There is no investors. There's no whales. There was no pre-sale. There was no allotment of tokens. That means I didn't even get, as the creator of this project, I didn't get tokens set aside for me. The development team, they didn't get tokens set aside for them. We're all on the same level playing field. When you come in and you mint those miners, they're all minted in real time. You are the one who does that. You click a button, it makes a call to a smart contract. That smart contract mints that miner. It ends up in your wallet, your dashboard, so that you can plug it in. Those MoveQuest tokens, okay, that's utility. It's a use for the token. It only plays two purposes. That minting of those miners has nothing to do with our ecosystem. It's so that you can get started. It removes token from circulation and it rewards people with a commission until September 15th. Then we don't have that commission structure anymore, except for those who are involved right now. You're grandfathered in. But as of September 15th, we don't do that. That means that's more token that's being removed out of circulation. We're removing and cutting down the supply so that the demand for that token stays high. In order for somebody to get started, they have to use the MoveQuest, that token. Once you've minted that miner, now you have to plug them in. Well, in order to plug them into the mining dock, you have to unlock the mining dock slots. That's MoveQuest. That MoveQuest becomes a liquidity provision. What does that mean? That means the community, you guys are the equity in your own token. You're the equity of the project. if that makes sense, what I'm saying. The project creator, 99.9% of the projects, I'm not talking about blockchains, I'm talking about projects. When you mint those miners, guess what? It goes into their pocket. That money goes into their pocket. Now, if they had an ecosystem, which 90% of them don't, but if they did, and you were to unlock those DAC slots, guess where that token would go? Into their pocket. Not liquidity, it goes into their pocket. Okay, so they're scarfing up all the money that you're spending. It's all going into their pocket. That's not what crypto is about. It's a peer-to-peer, community-driven landscape. So you mint the miners, it removes them from supply. When you plug in your mining deck, it becomes liquidity. If you upgrade your miners, you should have a realistic expectation, right? That if you have more mining power, it's going to bring you more value. So all of those upgrades become liquidity, but you do that in USDT. So this project never sells MoveQuest token. So when you upgrade those miners, it's USDT. Why? Because that USDT is the evolution contract that's holding this USDT. It's responsible for two things. One, it's got to have MoveQuest. So it takes USDT, it goes to the market, it buys the MoveQuest, it brings it back, it has to pair it to the USDT to add it as liquidity. That serves two purposes. One, market correction, because if people sell a token, what's it do? A seller drives the market down, a buyer drives the market up. So when people are selling the token, that evolution contract is holding that USDT, so it can go buy that MoveQuest that is too much supply and bring it back so that it can pair it to the USDT to add it to the pool to stabilize the market value in that pool so that if more people begin to sell, it's got the money in there, right, to sustain that. Once you've evolved your miner, now you have to submit that proof of physical activity. This is hash mining. So all of the movement that you're doing is generating hashes. When you submit that physical activity, you're recording it to the blockchain. We don't store it in our servers. We don't save it. We don't share it. We don't sell it. We don't even know whose activity it is. It's connected to your wallet. Your wallet doesn't have a name on it. So it's completely private. It's just recorded to the blockchain as verification that that physical activity is valid and that these are the mining shares that you've produced through that hash mining through your 24 hours of physical fitness. Now, when you submit on the Avalanche chain, it uses AVAX. Now, those submission fees increase as the market value of that token goes up. You're making more money. You are spending more AVAX to submit that proof of physical activity. It's never more than what you're mining. It's not even close to what you're mining, but the collective community who is submitting, that begins to add up. Now, the reason it uses the AVAX is so that the AVAX can convert to USDT or MoveQuest for the liquidity. Same thing with claims. We have the gamification where you'll be going through the arenas, challenging yourself, other people in the community. You'll be able to create challenges. You'll be able to join challenges. It's all liquidity. You'll be able to lease out your miners. There is going to come a point in time where these miners are not going to just be $50. So once there are 100,000 miners mining in the mining docks, now that MoveQuest becomes static. Okay, it stays at that same value of MoveQuest. So I'm just going to do it for easy math. But let's say when we reach 100,000 in the mining docks, MoveQuest is, well, we're already at $20. But let's say it takes one MoveQuest. Okay, it would lock at one MoveQuest forever and ever and ever. It will never change. It will always take one MoveQuest. It doesn't matter if MoveQuest is $100, if it's $3,000, or if it's $100,000, which it will get there. That means the average person who's coming to get involved will not be able to afford to mint that miner. So how would they ever get involved? Well, the community who has extra miners, you're able to stake them into a global mining dock. They connect their wallet, they stake to your miner, you're charging them a rental fee. It becomes your digital asset. And now they can begin to mine using your digital assets, your digital real estate. And so you're making money based on the fees that you're charging them. Well, there's a fee from the project smart contracts that's collected as well. It's all liquidity. Everything you do in this application, when you push a button, it's adding liquidity. It's either decreasing the supply of MoveQuest that's in circulation or that's in that pool, so it corrects the market from overselling, or it's adding that liquidity. So the community is what provides the value in the project. There is no place in here where myself or the development team takes that money. Okay, we get 10% off the top. Everything else is with the community. That means every time you're clicking a button, you know that 90% is the equity that you're adding to the community's value. And everybody is participating in this. So when people ask you, well, what happens when nobody comes into the project ever again? Nobody ever mints another miner. Nothing. Why? Because we've got a community of people who are submitting, who are claiming, who are joining challenges, creating challenges. They're leasing out their miners. They're going through the arenas. They're reaching the Hall of Fame. They're buying their boosts, their gems, their mystery boxes, loot, all these things that take place within the ecosystem. That's what's providing the liquidity. Minting those miners has nothing to do with the ecosystem. The only thing that minting those miners does is reward people for sharing the app and removes the MoveQuest from supply. It just puts it back in the vault. Why? Because we are 100% mirroring Bitcoin's tokenomics. So every 4 years, there's a halving. Well, in 2060, all 21 million MoveQuests will be in circulation. So what this is doing, we pull it out, it's ensuring that beyond the year 2059, people will still be able to mine MoveQuest because it goes back into a locked vault and then it's mined again, but not until the year 2060. So if you don't understand how this works, all you need to understand is that every time you're clicking a button, you're making a call to a contract, something's being recorded to the blockchain, and that is what's providing that liquidity. It's the community who's interacting with all of the utility that's involved in the ecosystem that's providing the stability. The community owns that liquidity. And it will be locked. So just so you guys know, in September 15th, that will all be locked. Even I can't do anything with that liquidity. Okay, that liquidity pool gets locked. That belongs to the community. So you guys know for certain that you've always got equity in your project. The other thing that's different here, okay, aside everything's different, you'll never find a project on the planet like this. There's not anything. This is the way it should be done. Okay, this is Bitcoin on steroids. Bitcoin is a self-funding ecosystem. Blockchains are self-funding ecosystems. We have a liquidity provision because we have a use case within the system. Bitcoin is, you're able to transact with that, buy things with it. Here you're interacting within an ecosystem that's got that liquidity provision that's adding to that liquidity for you. But any project you've been in, what do they tell you to do? You go to the exchange, you buy the paired tokens, and you add the liquidity. But what does that do? You don't know when the community is going to remove that liquidity. When a community has to take money out of their own pocket to add that liquidity, you're guaranteed there's an end date. Okay, somebody's going to pull. If it's somebody who has a large amount in it, they're all of a sudden the community gets really it's the fear that sets in. Oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? Next thing you know, somebody else is pulling, somebody else is pulling, somebody else is pulling. And before you know it, everybody's selling really quick because they're afraid the floor is falling out from either, because it is. That's why the community doesn't add the liquidity. The liquidity is added because you're interacting and you're engaging within the ecosystem. And if everybody created a project like this, oh my God, we wouldn't have to worry about what the governments were doing because you guys wouldn't need them to provide assistance because you're going to do it yourself. So this was developed and designed so that, crypto is an amazing landscape. Everybody should love it. And so somebody's had to do this the right way so that people could have something that they could hang their hat on that is life-changing. We all need to be healthier, and this promotes healthiness. I could tell you story after story after story after story. I get them all the time, how life-changing it is on a health level. But on a financial level, you guys don't even know what's about to happen. And if I told you, you wouldn't even believe me anyway. So I won't go there. But just let me tell you, everybody keeps telling me all-time high. I'm like, this is an all-time low. We haven't even begun to hit highs yet. This has only gotten started. You guys, there's only 470 people mining here right now. Can you guys even imagine what 30,000 people are going to do? Let me tell you, it's more than Bitcoin's value today. So that's all I got to add.
That's a mic
I
drop.
hope you guys are excited as I am. I
Hold
love
on.
watching this come together.
Hold on, Lynette. Wait a minute. Wait. Run that back. Sid.
What
Wait,
part?
wait, wait, wait,
Want me to start
wait.
at the beginning or no?
Hey, even look, even Brandon's having epiphanies over here. I need you to run that back for me one more time. That last piece.
30,000 people involved in this ecosystem. And MoveQuest will be valued higher than Bitcoin is right now today.
All right, guys, y'all have the deal.
Is that with a certain number of miners at a certain
Of
level?
course.
I just want to make sure.
It doesn't matter what level of miner you're mining with, because it's the in-app fee when you submit, it's based on not what miner, just how many miners. So if you're mining with one, it doesn't matter if it's a Lenny or an Omega. It's got an in-app fee per miner when you submit. And so it doesn't matter what miner you're mining with. The reason the miner that you're mining with matters is because based on your physical fitness, it determines, how much power you have and how many tokens you're able to mine with that particular power. But so basically those numbers are based on those 30,000 people are at least mining with 7 miners. That's what I base my figures on, not 1, but 7, because everybody's going to want to mine with 7. And even at, just mining with the Lenny miners, and I did this on purpose, it still is very valuable with those 7 Lennys. And even if you can only mine with 1, if right now it's $20. If you're only getting, half of a MoveQuest per day with 1 Lenny miner, that's $10 a day. It's an extra $300 a month in your pocket. It's an extra $3,600 a year. And you only spent $50 to get started. So we didn't want any barrier of entry. We wanted it to be life-changing for everybody, wherever you were able to start. And what I can tell you is those of you that were sitting on the fence, if you'd have just bought $100 of MoveQuest 3 weeks ago and sat on it, you probably have been able to mint all 14 Lennys and start the evolution process on that same $100 bill. So you don't want to wait, because this isn't, there is no pump and dump here. There are no whales. Let me just tell you right now, if somebody was to go to the exchange right now to buy up what's remaining in that pool, it would cost them over $30 million. There is no whale scenario. It can't happen here. There is no whale scenario. And not only that, you have to remember that DEX exchanges, I love the DEX exchange. I've had people ask me if we'll go up on centralized. I have no interest in going on a centralized exchange. They may list us there on their own. They don't need my permission to do that. It's a decentralized project. I don't own those token contracts. Anybody can list it on that centralized exchange. But what I like about the decentralized is that it's not a buy-sell order. So when somebody buys the token, they don't get it at the current market value. They get it at the market value they're going to take it to. But the same way with selling. So when they go to sell, they're not getting the price that it's listed at the time they sell it. They're getting it at the price that they drove it down to. So if somebody wanted to come in and spend that $30 million and they wanted to turn around and sell it in a week, they would lose money because they paid more for it than what the price was, and they would get a lot less for it when they sold it. So there's no whale scenario here. It doesn't exist. It can't exist. There's no pump and dump. None of this is fake. This is all real. The evolution contract has an algorithm that it has to follow. It knows when to correct. It knows when to inject the liquidity. It's a beautiful thing. And yes, it did take 3 years to develop, but this blueprint was written 6 months before it was developed, and we've stayed right on course. Yes, there's been like a few tweak things, like adding this or that, just to kind of make it a little bit more fun. Some more gamification ideas have come up that are being implemented, but the core structure, it's always been the same as when I wrote out the blueprint, because it's the only way it works. And hopefully what will end up happening is that everybody will be educated enough through this project that they'll know which ones to stay away from. And when we aren't joining and getting involved in those projects that are developed really just to take your money, they got to quit creating them, because nobody's going to go to them anyway, because we did it right. We're the example. And so people will understand, I think, really how crypto works.
But we're the ones. Yeah.
Oh, we are the only ones. And I'm not being arrogant. I'm telling you right now, this is the baddest
totally
ass project you will ever get involved in. There is nothing like this. Nothing can touch it.
Yeah, I'm totally confident. I'm just over here. My heart started beating because there's so many different numbers we hear thrown out, being in conversation with you and just being in the community. But I never heard that one. And I was like, that's not a lot of people. What are we all doing? Are we ready or not? Like 30,000 people? Come on.
Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
even
The
if
story
nobody
with
ever
that?
minted again at 30,000 people, you have to understand those 30,000 people still want to upgrade. They're still going to join challenges. They're still going to create challenges. They're still going to lease out their miners. They're still going to submit. They're still going to claim. And all of that is liquidity. It's self-funding.
The story that would be developed if we go and we surpass Bitcoin's price point, I couldn't even imagine what that is like. Like, I want to be a
Watch
part
it
of that. Do y'all
happen.
want to be a part of that? I want to be a part of that story. Seriously.
Oh.
We're higher than Bitcoin, and we may be, how many months you think we're in that point, Lynette? By March or something? Or I don't know. What do you
I don't know. I think it'll
it
happen
just
before
depends.
then, honestly. I think we'll see it before Christmas. But here's what I'm going to tell you. We're going to have a globe of healthy people
Wow.
that are just loving life because they have money to go out and enjoy.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned that, Miss Lynette, since you're here, I got to go ahead and get you to have this, get you to explain this so that some of our new people can understand, because they've heard that we've been operating on the Binance Smart Chain. We just launched on the Avalanche chain. Can you explain the significance of going on 5, 6, 7, 8 more major blockchains, which basically, and correct me if I'm wrong, basically represents what we're doing right now, and multiplying it time 5, 6, 7, 8 more times in the near future? Can you make that make sense to everybody?
Okay, so here's the reason why we'll be on so many blockchains. We have what we call the airdrop. Okay, there's a specific amount of token that is distributed every single day. Okay, and that's what you're working. Your physical activity is to get that percentage that you have mined from that proof of physical activity. Now, with that airdrop engine, one of the things that I'm very when it comes to crypto, I really want to change the landscape of the crypto space. So in that airdrop, we're able to vet and allow other projects to deposit their token, so that now you're not just mining the MoveQuest, but you could also be mining other project tokens. But of course, they have to meet certain criteria in order to get into that airdrop. They've got to have potential. And imagine if we have 2 million people. Okay, let me tell you a project that did terrible. Love, the move to earn concept. And I'm not bashing them, so I won't even mention the name of the project. 2 million people in 90 days or less, and their token isn't even 11 cents. Okay, that's pathetically sad. That is colossal failure. If we had 2 million people here and we come across a project on Avalanche, Polygon, Solana, Arbitrum, any of these airdrops, we have to be on their chain in order for them to airdrop their tokens. So we want to also be able to help people expand their crypto portfolio with vetted projects that have potential in the future. And not only that, but we're bringing them an engaged audience that's going to participate in their project. So it's going to lend them, the help that they need to be successful with that project. Now, being up on, okay, I had to kind of lost my train of thought for a second. My granddaughter just seen a notification come across from her. So being up on those blockchains is for more than one reason, but that really is the biggest reason why we want to be up on multiple chains. But not only that, think about this. You're going to take that proof of physical activity. Let's say that because we have a lot of, we're attracting, I would say, like the 35 to 80-year-olds. That's the market that we're actually bringing on board right now. Let's say you're 75 years old, or maybe you're 50 or 60, and you're just not physically real fit to get out there and do those 20,000 steps. Maybe you only did 2,500. We're on 9 blockchains. Now you take that 2,500 steps you did, times that by 9 blockchains, and you've met 20,000 steps. You submit on every single one of them, and you are mining on all blockchains, which is just going to increase the amount of money that you can be earning from your proof of physical activity.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Had
The
to sit
glass
down.
is full. The glass is full.
I sat down for a little bit. Man, I don't,
You guys, this will pay for kids' colleges. This will buy your kids' first car. This will, it's life changing. You want to pay off your house? Let me tell you, crypto for me, I'm debt free. I don't have a mortgage. I don't have a car payment. Why? Because I got involved in crypto. It's not because I'll tell you, when I retired, selling my company, I had to put that away for my retirement, or I wouldn't have been retiring. I would be a Walmart greeter. I would not yet, but maybe down the road. Who knows what I'd have been doing, but I'd had to do something to supplement my income. But crypto has made me debt free. I know the power behind crypto. I have studied it. I have researched it. I have been in the failed projects. I have, consulted with different project creators. I've told them what they're missing. None of them listen to me. And guess what? None of them are here today. They're all gone. And so it's like, okay, you know what? Nobody wants to do this the right way. I don't care if it takes 3 years. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it the right way. I've got an amazing Waleed Garby, our lead developer, top notch, super trustworthy. And he puts up with me. Trust me, I'm not easy to put up with. And these guys, they know I can get kind of snarky or whatever. But you know what? I want, and I want it done right. And, it just all came together. Took 3 years. You're not going to throw a project up in 3 months. And if somebody tells you that they're going to, they're lying to you, and you're going to lose your money. Trust me, you're going to lose your money. So, yeah, it's life changing. And that's what I wanted. I'm not being arrogant. I'm just being straight up. You can't lose here. And you know what? I'm not hyping anything up. I'm not trying to put up a bunch of smoke screens. It's math. And that's one thing I'm real good at. And so as long as you have everything decentralized, I don't manage your money. And you guys don't know me. When somebody starts making a lot of money, you know how you don't know what it's going to do to change a person. You don't want to be in a project where you don't have control of your money. You guys are in total control. I don't manage nothing. You don't need me to push a button. You don't need me to approve something for you to get your money. Everything is done instantly. It's done in real time, and it's managed by smart contracts. There's nothing in our servers. We can be hacked. There's nothing they can take. They're going to get a bunch of images. Why? Because you do it all. You record everything to the blockchain. I can walk away tomorrow. It's there. Apple, Google, they want to shut us down. Guess what? We don't need them. We just have that here for your simplicity, so that you've got a user interface that tells you how to make a contract call. Something like that happens. Guess what? You've just got to learn how to go to the smart contract and perform the actions on the smart contract. It can't even be shut down. That's how decentralized it is. You don't need me anymore. I've done my work.
But we want you, so.
No, I want you guys to. But I'm just saying,
we got to make this vision.
Typical
stick around now.
Yeah, we need this vision. Yeah, your vision has to just be manifested. We're here to do it. We're here to help. I just see the people in the chat. Everybody's pumped. Everybody's excited. Somebody had a picture in there with the movie 300. I love that movie. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Really. That's how I feel. I feel like we need to just be like soldiers for this. Like, think about what
you guys can see it. I mean, you guys can see the charts when people start selling. I mean, come on, $56,000 was sold today. It didn't even touch it. Why? Because you guys are evolving and you're submitting and so what happens is when people sell, guess what? The evolution contract has to go in and it just corrects and does what it's got to do to preserve it and sustain it. I mean, it's all done through the smart contracts. And, you wouldn't have a project that just listed 27 days ago and have $50,000 to $60,000, $70,000 a day being sold and still see it climbing.
Yeah, it's
magic.
It is.
And a lot of people ask me for that secret sauce, and I'm not giving it up. Not yet.
Wow. What a I don't know, man. Every day it just gets sweeter and sweeter. It gets more unreal. It's like, wait a minute, like
it's a game changer, it's a health changer, it's a wealth changer, it's a life changer. It's solid.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Well, hey, I'm a soldier. I don't know about you guys. I know y'all guys are. Y'all are here. If y'all are on this Zoom, y'all out of the 700 in the Telegram and another 1,000 in the Facebook and whoever else, 100 of us made it here. So uh, if you heard this tonight, I don't know what else you need to motivate you. I just don't. It's just not even know that you need motivation just for yourself. Hey, get a tracker, get moving, get healthy, get paid, accumulate this asset that has the ability to appreciate by what Lynette shared with you tonight. She just told you by the end of the year, this token could be valued higher than the world's largest. What is it? What is Bitcoin valued at by itself? $2 trillion market cap? Are you hearing what she just said? Someone that understands math, that understands blockchain like nobody else I've ever met. And she just told you that we could have a token
Now let's
that's
make sure
valued.
let's make sure we put that at the. We didn't say a
Right?
market
Yeah.
cap.
Hold
No, no,
on.
no, no,
Hold
no,
on. Hold on. No,
no.
no. I'm just telling you.
Token value.
I know, but
Okay.
what I'm saying is think about that. Think about the value of Bitcoin. And we're on par with that type of asset, that type of class. And we're probably still under 10,000 people at that point, maybe in that range. I mean, it just gives you an idea of what's possible even beyond that. Like we're talking about, what about next year this time? What are we talking about? What are we talking about this year, next year this time? Yeah, of course, there's some things that we got to tie up and tighten up on the delivery. But at the end of the day, you heard what the lady said. I heard it very clearly. And I was not expecting that. And I've heard a lot of different numbers. I've done a lot of math. We talk about it all the time. And it's just impressive, man, to be involved right now at this moment with this crew, with these people, with these amazing people, with the right intentions, with the right plan, with the strategy, with the experience, right? The heart of gold to really go out there and do it right. I'm excited about doing it right. And then going out there and telling people that their concept is not being done right and save them from what they're going to experience. That's what I'm passionate about, because I've been that person and no one came and saved me. Right. And I know a lot of you had those stories recently, the last 12, 18 months. I want to be that guy to say, hey, I'm just coming to you because I care and I know what you're doing. It's great. It might work. It may, I don't know, but let's line these dots up. Let's connect these dots. Let's cross these T's and dot these I's, and let's grade what you've got going on based off of what I understand and what I know should be the way it should be laid out. Right. And help some people. Yeah. Reach one, teach one. I love it. So what you got, Herschel? I mean, this is incredible.
Hey, listen,
Every
man.
night you learn something.
This has been a full one. I just want to ask if Mike, you have anything, or Brandon, if you have anything, because I know you're doing a call tomorrow as well. But if these gentlemen don't have anything, Mike just dropped the mic, so he's good. B, if you got something, let us know. Otherwise, man, we can wrap this up.
Ron hasn't stopped moving since he did his testimony. I love it. Inspiring everybody. We need everybody to be on the Zoom moving.
Quick heads up, like we told everybody, if we double our sizes by the end of this week, just imagine where this token's going to be. So take advantage of the presentations we already have scheduled. I'm doing one again tomorrow morning, the rest of the week at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Following that, you got Herschel and Ken again, just like tonight at 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. Now, I'm going to do something special tomorrow night, an hour before this presentation. I'm going to do a quick getting started, registering live, and I'm actually going to evolve some miners, and I might buy another miner live in front of everybody to show you that process, because there's some things I missed last night that I want to make sure I cover again. So that's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, an hour before Herschel and Ken go up. So we got 4 broadcasts tomorrow for you guys to take advantage of. Now, the one I do in the morning is really just the overview. What is MQT, or what is Get Fit MoveQuest? Why are we doing what we doing? Then you have them hop on Herschel and Ken, and you're going to get underneath the hood on how it works. I'm going to tell you the why. They're going to show you the how. So take full advantage of that, and let's make this thing happen.
Yeah, I got to change the flyer because you added another one. That's cool. I've been working on this flyer all day. I'm gonna do it again. All good. All good. It's all good. Anything at this point, I'll do it. Anybody want to help with some admin stuff? Just let me know. I'm not the Excel guy. I love graphics, but just let me know. I need some help, but it's all good. It's for the greater good and what we're doing. But yeah, so that's 4 Zooms a day for the next 4 days, right? Is that what you heard? Is that what it is? That what Brandon just said? Guys, all we got to do is master the invite.
Yes, sir.
All we got to do is master the invite. I'll put a couple scripts out there, some things that have worked for me on Facebook and different places that have gotten the attention of a lot of people. Not saying all the people are going to come. You can't handle all those people anyway, but all you need is 1 or 2 key people to show up and to grasp it. And that's when the magic happens, right? It's amazing, right? You don't need large numbers. You need the right numbers, the quality over quantity. But you have to go and get a certain amount of quantity exposed to get the quality, right? So we'll work on that. But yeah, the invite's going to be exciting. I'm going to put that together, help some people be able to get 1 or 2 key people on here for tomorrow, the next day, all week. This is Project 10,000. I'm excited. You heard the numbers tonight. I don't need to say anything else. I don't know what else you need to hear to get motivated and get pumped for this deal. Herschel, take it away. Let's close this one out and get ready for tomorrow. $30 token by 5 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Bye-bye, everybody.
See y'all tomorrow.
Peace.